like room for a large weapon, melee weapon, and a pistol, and instead of like sitting back and plinking away with ranged weapons or like using any sort of mobility,
Yeah, they
you just go the fuck in there like a tank and
just
just destroy them. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna find a ranked. How do you do the cook? Oh, there we go. Solo or cooperative. Oh shit! I should change my. I forgot. I need to change my stream layout to say that I'm not playing Cuphead.
Dawn of Cuphead 2.
I hear it's the Dark Souls of squad-based RPGs.
Man, I think everything was going well until we encountered the Orc chapter led by King Dice. Alright, let's see. Multiplayer.
Alright, updating my stream information. There we go. I think you do cut campaign, right? Because multiplayer is just for...
Yeah, I think so. Oh man, you can customize the appearance of what you look like by Army Painter. That kicks ass.
Nice. Oh, right.
Okay.
Hey, at some point... Oh, right. I actually bought Chaos Rising at some point. I forgot about that. Invite friend. Invite friend.
Yeah.
Invite friend. Pop up the invite thing.
It did work immediately for me.
Maybe you have to invite.
Actually,
it's probably. You know what? It's probably trying to pop up the Steam overlay, and I have that disabled.
It is trying to pop up the Steam overlay.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna. Okay, and I need to. Can you invite me to it then?
I mean, I could. It'd probably give me the Force Commander until we got like 5 characters in which I could swap them over to you, but it's not a huge deal.
Alright, hold on. Okay, I have a message from Glitter Boss. There we go. Click to join.
Excellent, okay.
There we go. Nice. Wow, that's a really long title for this game.
It's 40k, of course it is.
Well, no, it's Dawn of War 2 Retribution, The Last Standalone. I don't know what that means. Why does it say I'm waiting for you?
Just waiting for me to hit the start button. So, we're ready to go?
I don't have anything I can do, so yeah.
Alrighty. Name the Force Commander. What should we name him? Are we naming him a Space Marine name, or are we naming him some meme name?
I'm partial to the Space Marine names, so it's probably... I think all the ones in this game are... What is it? All the ones in this game are, like, very Roman. It seems... I think the whatever these guys are, the Blood Ravens... I think they're Roman. Okay. They're Roman names, except for the leaders who have angel names.
His canon name is Aramis, because there's a novel of Dawn of War 2.
Interesting.
So let's just give him that.
Or we could call him.
We call him Bob Dugnut.
Tony Smurl or
Doug Dimmadome, yeah. So, what difficulty do we want? Do we want Recruit, which is the, like, we're gonna win, or the Sergeant, which is we have to try to win? I'm not playing Captain, I'm not playing Primarch, fuck that.
Let's do Sergeant.
Okay. I just wasn't sure how comfortable you were with games like this.
I've played it before. It's been 7 years since I've played it, but I have played it.
It should be fine.
I should be fine, yeah.
Subsector Aurelia.
I should turn on subtitles.
This cluster of worlds stands on the very edge of the Imperium of Man.
Yeah, there's no drop
From
shadow.
this frontier came the Blood Ravens, a chapter of the Emperor's own Space Marines.
Oh baby, talk more about your stash.
Once we're out of this cutscene. Yeah, Devastators.
Captain Davian Thule and a handful of Space Marines lead the raw recruits defending these worlds. Now, another Space Marine joins this desperate battle. A newly promoted commander, ready to lead in our darkest hour. You are
looking
the
at him, I
Space
realized we should
Marine.
have called him Steve.
And you will tip the balance toward victory.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, the Spacemer.
God, actually, one of my friends who has a subscription to WWE Network was watching this show. Was showing me this show that's like WWE Confessionals, basically, where it's like they go through. Oh yeah, it even says right there, you're Aramis.
Well, that's because I put in that name.
Oh, okay. But there was it was this thing where like wrestlers talk about like their early stories or origin stories or like what they did before wrestling or some kind of like funny anecdote or whatever. And one of the ones that came in was talking about.
We Blood Ravens select our initiates from this world's fierce warriors.
And how we ended up getting it.
Calderis is the cradle and the future of our chapter. Now, the orcs would take it from us.
Okay.
And then he started
This
losing his hair. He
we
just decided
cannot
to
allow.
WWE couldn't figure out a good name for his current personality. I can't remember all the ones, but like one of them was...
Stay in cover! Kill the orcs that are out in the open!
Alright, that's an interesting Look at all these boys!
Commander, this is Captain Davian Thule in command here on
Yeah,
Calderis.
I tabbed
We
over
are
to use my
battling the
mixer
orcs
to turn
that
it
threaten
down.
this world.
Look at all these boys bringing the dog.
You have dropped right into the combat zone. I am north of you with several squads of our initiates. We are under heavy fire and losing control of our flanks. Move
be
north
now.
and provide support.
Alright, there we go. Now I can hear myself think. Okay, because I noticed that the game audio was overruling me by a million.
So a big thing here is you'll see over to the side we have our squads up at the top right.
Up at the top side.
It'll mention whose squad is which. You can click on those to gain control of which particular squad you click on. Now, if you might notice if you hover over the green to see health, mine is like 118 and yours is 53, but you have 3 other Marines with you while I am just a boy.
Yeah, I'm like a sergeant or whatever.
So yeah, we generally move cover to cover.
Some
of the Yumis!
Why are my boys not moving? Do I have to right click to move them?
Yeah, you right click, like most.
Okay, because I left clicked and they started moving the first time.
That's weird. But yeah, no, you right click to move, right click to tell them what to aggress on. It's squad by squad combat. It'll teach you about some of the other things. I forget what the like manual retreat button is, but we'll end up coming to that later.
You boys gonna use your melee at all?
Nope. They don't have chain swords. They're just shoot boys.
Oh right.
The orcs ahead of you are trying to outflank us. Eliminate them.
Excuse me here. We're on it!
I have a frag grenade. Alright.
Yeah,
Also, man,
now the question is, does your frag grenade have ammo next to it,
Yes.
like a number,
Yeah,
or
it's got-
does...
yeah,
Okay.
I've got 5 grenades. Also, man,
So I forget if those are by deployment or by, like, when next time you go to a HP replenishing spot.
Also, man, I think that really bugs me that I forgot is that you have to either have to manually scroll the screen with the mouse or you have to use the arrow key.
Reinforcements have arrived. Push forward, initiates.
I'm pretty used to the scrolling thing, but that's just because that's how you have to kind of play most MOBAs.
Yeah, it's just, the thing I've forgotten about from... The thing I've forgotten about from... They just fused together into a MacLeod.
Yeah, they became the biggest and the strongest.
Frag out. Oh, cool. They don't even have timers. They just explode.
Yep. No, it's quite useful.
Tactical advance. It costs...
I think it like keeps your cover up while
Break
still moving
suppression
forward,
and
but it consumes
reduce
energy.
incoming range of the constant movement speed. So, are you guys gonna shoot something?
They are.
Oh, I don't even have to walk over to it. I just telekinesis it.
Well fought, Commander.
Oh, those are these?
But the
are
green
those
skins
guard?
will not give us much time before they attack again.
These are
I need
scouts,
you
I
and
think.
Sergeant Tarkus
Oh, yes.
to take charge of driving the orcs back. Move up to the ruins east of here.
Oh, yeah,
and
they are,
prepare to
yeah.
repel
Well,
the next orc wave.
It's a lot. It's there must be like Primaris scout armor or something.
Destination confirmed.
So let's see. You have frag grenades, which you obviously have shown how to use. You point, hit a spot, it explodes.
Yeah.
They can destroy some terrain, like they'll be able to break
I do have a
through,
melee attack. I have to hit Z to switch to melee mode.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. The Force Commander doesn't have to, though. Didn't remember.
And engage a designated target in melee instead of ranged combat. Yeah, I figured they just figure out how to do that.
I think they hot pick whichever is best for them at the time, and often, like, this game I don't think penalizes you for shooting ranged melee. Oh, I need to get out of here. You should throw a frag grenade at that thing.
Truck.
Yes.
I gotta get in range. Man, strength bonus times 3 is a shitty amount of range apparently.
Go get me some more boys. And these
He's gonna get him some more boys.
Back through that tunnel.
Man, if I had a quarter every time, I would be bad.
I frequently am in need of many boys.
Many boys. Strong. Nubile.
So, you can kill enemies in buildings with explosives. It is otherwise quite difficult to.
Right,
Those
yeah.
orcs have opened a path through the hills somehow. Move forward and seal it.
So,
Yeah,
support
I got
item
range back.
increases. Yeah, they restore uses of things. It can go over what you started at. For example, one of my support items that I have uses of is stimulant kits, med kits, essentially.
Sure.
Listen to those orcs go. So whenever I hit the medkit button, I just heal everyone around me.
My squad can take it out with a grenade.
Alright,
Ow. That's a
okay,
painful
my
boy.
dudes are not close enough to grenade the tower.
So then move behind a further up piece of cover.
I was really hoping they could vault that pipe.
Nice.
I think we have airburst grenades. Because it's, well, actually, I don't think orcs would put in grenade
using that
stumps.
mine
They
as
just,
a passage, Commander.
they just
Seal that
believe in...
entrance by any means
I also don't think this was a tactical war building because orcs don't have tactics really when you think
Yeah,
about it.
no.
An ordnance near the entrance over there.
It would be,
Well-placed grenade should
yeah,
ignite it and bring the
not
whole
be
cave down.
orc-like.
Okay, you need to use frag grenades over on hitherto explosives. Because we need to collapse this mine entrance where all the boys are at. You know, the boys are back in town.
Good work, Space
Sure,
Marines.
yeah, okay.
The Greenskins will not be using that passage again anytime soon.
Man, I wish I'd
But
smoked
the
as much
leader
as this
managed
guy.
to escape through the tunnel before we could kill him. That was our chance to cut this invasion off at the head.
Just gotta go
He
like
will show
Axe.
himself again,
Get that deep
Marcus.
voice.
And when he does,
Powerful gravel.
we will be ready. Thunderhawks are en route. Prepare for extraction. None can stop the
Yeah, I think I had said it before, but anytime that I speak as Michael in the game, in Death Watch, I'm really trying to emulate the smoke-filled voices of these
I'm
these
so bad at
characters.
Alright, so we got an improved bolter, which is two-handed, which is something that your squad generally will want.
Yeah.
And we got an improved chainsword, which is something that the Force Commander will definitely want. Now, you'll notice
There's
that
not
there's
too
level
much
up.
damage versus buildings.
Yeah, it turns
Welcome
out,
aboard,
not
Strike
great
Cruiser Armageddon,
for that purpose.
Commander. Calderis is currently facing a massive orc invasion that threatens to spill over to the entire sector. Urgent distress signals are coming from other nearby sectors, but we must concentrate
So
our efforts
it is pretty
here.
accurate in that
I need you
orcs
to
are
take
incredibly
charge of an
dangerous
assault
beings,
that
but
stalled
Space
on the surface
Marines,
below.
a single Space Marine,
Drop to the
unless they're
point
unlucky,
marked on
should
the
probably
planet
be able to
map
chew
and
through a
start
number of
pushing
orcs.
into the orcs'
Yeah.
flank.
But, you know, orcs are in such high amounts. So now we can both click over to the squads on the side.
Oh yeah, we can
And we
level
click
up.
over
Oh
to
yeah,
them.
and then there's this other.
It shows
thing
your
where-
equipment bay.
It also lists what's at stake in all these missions too.
We have a bunch of like uncommon relics also, apparently. Maybe it's from my other game somehow it kept them, I don't know.
Let's see. Ooh, I can get right. Every so many levels you also get an improvement.
Yeah, whenever you go over the things you get an additional ability. Now, like the Force Command, and you'll notice that like different squads have different amounts they can put into things. Like you can't put all that much into will. But you can put a lot into health and more into guns than melee.
Yeah.
But if you go far enough in them, you get, like close combat aptitude, where you can equip chainswords and bolt pistols. I'd still not generally recommend it, as Tarkus is good as with his tact marines just being a shoot boy.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna boost up health because it's laid me out in such a way that I can get this ability, which doesn't seem like a very great ability. I mean, I guess taunt so I can tank a bunch of hits, which my dudes are real tough.
The Force Commander generally wants to go basically everything but guns.
Yeah, that's what I remember, because, I remember having a lot of power swords and shit.
Yeah, he's really physically melee strong, and he has the ability that just charges him the fuck in there, because he's an insane idiot.
Also, I guess we're part of the 4th Company. Either that or... Well, no, we're not the 4th Legion, because this is some kind of weird successor legion.
Alright, so yeah, apply... once you've applied your level as you see fit.
Alright, I've leveled.
Okay, so we are good to go. There's only one place we can go to here, which is retake the hamlet in the Argus outskirts. The Badlands communities east of Argus settlement serve as a buffer between the desert wilds and the planetary capital. So you might notice next to these there's the automated foundry and the communication array.
Yeah, this is what's at stake in the fight, right?
Not specifically. I think like they're somewhat at stake, but the idea is that you get the when you go into a map, you're generally able to claim one of those for long-term use.
Okay.
But you can't claim both in the one run. If you revisit the place, you can claim the other one.
Also, I'm gonna tab out for a second to recapture. I apparently made my capture zone too small. So let me just fix this. Because if I do, the problem is that I have a 16. The problem is I have a 16 by 10 monitor.
Okay.
And
that's an interesting ratio.
Yeah, it was the style back in 2009. When I got this.
Back when people had terrible taste.
And so the issue there also means that means that when I capture for Twitch, which is 16 by 9, then it doesn't work. So let's see. I just need to turn off the background now. What that was? There it is. I was able to fix it for Cuphead because Cuphead plays at a fixed resolution. So if you are in a non-standard resolution, like say 16 by 10, then the game just adds black bars on the top and bottom. All right, there we go. I'm good.
Okay, give me just one sec.
Oh yeah, I never actually finished my Steve Austin story, or really started it. But anyway,
do you want to post about this in the Discord, by the way?
Yeah, let me tab out again. Also, tabbing out just keeps causing me to always puts the game into minimized. Let's see. I noticed that also the new Discord update changed it so that it doesn't keep adding automatic previews for everything.
What do you mean?
I mean, when you post a link, it doesn't like create a preview for it like it used to.
Oh, that's a shame. I like those.
Yeah, but I think too many people were annoyed by like link spam. Had a lot of problems.
It's fair enough.
Let's see. And I'll post this on my whatever else.
Oh, I love your whatever else.
Twitter, that's what's called.
Hit me more about that whatever.
You know, babe.
Oh, baby.
Oh, phone. I know what I'm typing. There we go. All right.
Okay, we're ready?
Yep.
To retake this hamlet from more boys.
From all them boys. Hey, we got us a campaign score of 156.
Let's see. This offers improved power armor, which is equipped by anyone who can wear power armor.
What is that?
It's
taking the forge? The foundry?
No. When you retake those things, you get various incremental uses of war gear.
That's the reward you're talking about there.
On a vital supply route.
Yeah, the communications array will give us artillery strikes. The automated foundry will give us tarantula turrets. Both of those are quite good in different ways. Whereas down here at the corner, just for completing this mission, we'll get improved power armor.
Yeah,
so it's basically just better power armor for anyone who wants power armor.
Sergeant Cyrus and his squad of scouts to your command.
There are a couple of characters that can't, like we get a scout squad and they equip scout armor.
Yeah, they have scout armor because they don't have the black carapace.
And they just be hefty boys without anything to do with it.
Except I guess for the what is it? For the probably the scout commander. Scout commanders are usually fully outfitted Marines. They still just have the scout armor because it's not as loud.
Yeah, that's the thing. The one that we'll be getting in this mission. Such as
Wait, did you hear something?
stomping Yumis again.
Cyrus to Armageddon. In position.
Welcome to a powerful Steve Blow.
God,
Space Marines,
I
heartening
love
news.
drop pods so much.
Avitus, the squad leader who defended the hamlet, is still alive. The orcs incapacitated him.
Wait, who
but
has
apparently
Cyrus?
could not finish the job.
It automatically gives him to player one.
Is too stubborn to die.
So Cyrus's squad's
So
a
it
little
would seem,
different.
Cyrus.
I mean,
An orc
firstly, they
guard
have the ability to
position
just
stands
turn
between you
invisible.
and Sergeant Avitus.
Right, yeah.
One sec.
Approach
Let's
with
resolve
stealth
this.
and eliminate the green
Cover.
screens.
Fuck cover.
Understood.
Oh, they blew up my
Yeah, Cyrus's boys are a little more accurate, a little squishier, but they can just fucking turn invisible.
Bring down that guard tower.
Is a
Cyrus.
big advantage for them. As long as they don't get too close to opponents. They can drop a demolition charge, which is a lot slower than a grenade. It actually does have a trigger time.
I'm guessing
But
that's what
it-
you're supposed to do here with Cyrus is sap
Yeah,
the
it
place.
completely destroys
Line of
buildings.
sight. Moving toward target.
And they also have, a thing that you get some specialties based on what weapon you have equipped. Like in this case, he has suppressing fire for having bolters, but you could
A
instead,
demolition charge will bring that tower down.
if you get an actual sniper rifle, you can do like a focus shot.
Orc guards eliminated.
Excellent work, Cyrus. Avitus's position is on your tactical display. Revive him so that he may join your attack.
We don't have a
Ah,
apothecary
so-
among us, though.
Nah, we're just chilling out next to him, have a good time.
Damn orcs found another
Welcome to your new squad.
There is a relay beacon near your position, Commander. Secure it.
So Avitus is a
Deploy
Devastator
reinforcements
Marine.
to fill out your
Yes.
squads.
How do you lot feel about huge guns?
Oh, right, you can do... Yeah, no, I fucking love Devastators.
So you can drag click, you cannot... Yeah, so we want to activate these things. They take a little bit of time to activate, but they're very important for a couple of reasons.
Looks like I only have him right now. I guess the rest of it.
That is correct, because the rest of them died. So, however, in activating
Move
this
Avitus near the
squad,
beacon,
if you move
and
him
we
to
can get
it,
his squad back to full strength.
they'll deploy new Devastator Marines to help take his
Inbound.
place, because it's a teleporter beacon.
Nice.
Reinforcements inbound.
Oh, and I'll... Okay.
Excellent. Avitus and his Devastator squad are back to full strength.
So, they do
Now,
the big
push
strength
into
of
the
Devastator
hamlet and
squads, in
eliminate
addition to
those
stupid
orcs,
amount of gun
Commander.
damage,
They,
is you can
they can do a
deploy
suppressing
them...
fire, right?
Well, there's a suppressing fire, but they also essentially have an Overwatch mode.
You know what suppressing fire is?
No. Suppressing fire is more like pin down an area, it makes enemies, like, shrink from you. Where the Overwatch is kind of you set them in one spot and they'll murder anything that gets close. Like, you set, like, they brace it against their weapons against the ground. And, like, have a code that they just fuck up.
Quick! Those orcs are turning tail. They could be going for help. Stay alert.
So now you might have noticed a couple of times enemies have had a thing like over their head where they have like a warning sign.
Yeah.
In an emergency that might come up, you can hit X on your squad, and your entire squad will just hunker down and sprint until they return back to one of those supply beacons.
Okay, you can round your dudes.
Yeah, it basically is a way to save your dude in an emergency, but they will not stop running for anything other than death until they get back. See, exactly like this. You can still hurt them in incremental amounts, but it's very small.
Get to that position, brothers.
I also, one other one is I position Cyrus in a building over there. If you position people in a building, you know, they're very weak to explosives, but other than that, they're really hard to hit with just normal shots.
Near your position. Activate it to finish securing
incredibly durable. Oh, they'll probably show it off now with this one right here.
My attack marines got taken down by a shootable.
So the best squads to put in buildings are really strong range squads. In particular, like the Devastator Marines and the Scout Squad are really good in buildings.
Sure.
Excellent work, Commander. The hamlet is secure. More orcs are on the way, Commander. Set up your forces to repel the attack. This hamlet must not fall again.
I'll throw the Devastators in that building.
Make ready, bro. Repositioning.
Orcs on approach.
Come on, greenskins!
I like that you can also see them like stepping out of the you can see them moving around inside the building.
They have nowhere to run now.
Yeah, it's actually really good. They put a lot of work into making it look nice.
Yeah.
So you might notice there's a grenade on the ground next to your boys. Oh, and I got my boys too. I don't think you can kick back grenades or anything,
no,
but you can like react to them. Yeah, most of the time opponents do not have frag grenades that instantly go off, and frag grenades are like the least devastating form of grenade anyway. So.
I think we're advancing anyway.
Yeah, it looks like.
Frag out. Okay, or just run down that hill.
Same thing, really.
Well done, Space Marines. Thunderhawks are on approach to return you to the Armageddon.
Okay. That mission went short enough that we didn't actually get to go to the places. They will show, like, the map as a whole has those two takeable locations. It does not necessarily mean that in these early ones we'll get a chance to get them. So I think we're far enough in that we're allowed to swap characters at any point.
We can secure the main route into the capital.
Yeah, I like both of them a lot. But I also, when I played, I got used to these boys, so I like them too. So if you like those ones, feel free to stick them.
The orcs and pointing them at valuable targets. If we
Someone poking orcs and steering them in our general direction.
The greenskins against us.
I bet it's Cripman.
Alright, so now we get two choices. We're either gonna fight Gut Wrencher or Sky Killer. Sky Killer is a dude with a jump pack, and Gut Wrench, I think, is just a huge boy.
Also, I'm gonna level up range on my dudes, on my Devastators. Now they
Oh
have
yeah, that's
extended
definitely
range.
the correct choice.
I like that they have it's. Yeah, that's the thing I realize is that in
Wait,
are you gonna take the power armor?
Since I am the most melee, I probably should.
All right, I'll give it to you then.
Apparently I was already able to equip this level 4 armor on to Cyrus here, so I'll just do that. Cyrus definitely wants Will, because especially the first upgrade makes it so as long as they're not moving, his squad just does not use energy while infiltrating.
Cool.
So they can hang out as long as they want.
The only
oh man, fuck. Farther in that tree, they can revive people while invisible.
The only other thing I remember is also as we get further into the game, we start getting purity seals that give us other bonuses.
Yep. Don't think there's anything specifically at this time to be equipped, so I think we're good to go.
Alright. Oh, did you pick the thing that we got from beating the other one?
We don't get them for beating it. We can possibly capture them in the level, but that level was a tutorial one, so we didn't actually get to go up to it.
Okay. So it's like a side objective.
Yeah, we might come... Like, the reason why it's still there is we're going to go back to this same map, but for a different mission at a later point in time.
Sure. Okay, so Sky Killer or Gutcha.
Now, I will note, you'll notice, in addition to the communication array and automated foundry, on the one where we can find Gut Wrencher, there's an Imperial Shrine. And it mentions that, like, oh, it's real important for you to capture them for channeling their power to any squads deployed. It's, I think they're narratively important to, like, the long-term events of how war goes.
Yeah.
I don't think they're mechanically important. But that's, I mean, I guess they're mechanically important in that they help determine our ending.
If we ended up...
So generally, they're the utmost important to take.
Sure. I think if, this campaign doesn't involve warp demons, does it?
I don't think it does.
Because that's the only thing I know about shrines is that they, because they channel the Emperor, they also act as the, what is it, the Almathea or whatever it's called.
I don't even think we can get a librarian in this, but I might be wrong.
Anathema, that's what it's called. So they...
Oh, Anathema?
Yeah, so they also repel demons in the same way. At least according to Graham McNeil's novels.
Do you feel like killing Sky Killer or Gut Wrencher?
Let's take on Gut Wrencher.
Gut Wrencher?
He looks like a mech boy.
Commander.
I don't think so. I think he's just a huge boy with a
powerful orc chieftain named Gut Wrencher is leading the
I thought
assault,
he had a bionic eye.
But someone must have pointed him at this target, likely without his even knowing it.
No, I think that's just on a weird horn helmet.
Before he does
he's
more
just got a
damage.
light on his helmet.
Keep on the lookout
and for completing this, we'll get an improved heavy bolter for Avitus.
Sweet. Also, one of the things that I didn't think
about,
about,
the
even
Force
though
Commander could go that way.
one of the things I didn't even think about until seeing this, even though I've seen how a heavy bolter is laid out, is that you can put scopes on any weapon in Deathwatch, including a heavy bolter.
You just raise it up real high.
Yeah, I don't like. You're like. Countdown canceled.
When I said I put it on the bolter, I don't know what happened. When I said I put it on the bolter, I really meant I just put it in front of my helmet.
Or it's like Resonance of Fate.
It's not letting me re-click it. Try hitting Gut Wrench and hitting deploy if you can.
Let me. I don't have a deploy button.
Well, let's see if it works for Sky Killer.
Countdown canceled again.
I don't.
Game will start in 5 seconds. 4.
And it's frozen on 4. 4.
4.
4.
4.
4.
4. 4.
All right. Well, let's
Countdown canceled.
save return to main menu.
Disconnected from the game. All right.
All right. All right. All right.
I.
All right.
Countdown canceled.
Game, what up?
Commander, the orcs have struck
feeling
another
alright?
valuable
Game?
target. A powerful orc chieftain named
4-3,
Gut-Wrencher
there we
is
go.
leading
Alright,
the
whatever.
assault.
Whatever. It's letting us do Sky Killer. It wouldn't let him do Gut-Wrencher for some reason. It's fine.
It's that powerful orc magic.
It's just a beta game. Yeah, they believe that no one can take down Gut-Wrencher, so we can't even try.
I also love that every mission starts with this
weirdest
fucking
of
keep striking
boys.
in.
Yeah, it's great. Orville drop shock troopers.
Oh, fog of war. Should have gotten some crates on scopes.
Enemy location flagged on the map, Commander.
We will blaze a trail
Wait, why
of
am I?
blood straight
Oh,
there.
the numbers got changed.
Keep boasting, and the blood will be ours.
Tact with me, brothers. Advance.
So it's probably up to you to take that out.
So, we have a really large map.
Dude.
So we can do a lot of things. I will go try and take it out, though.
All right.
Tactical squad.
Fight off these guys coming in.
Get out my face.
Alright.
Oh, I can just throw. Okay, I didn't realize it's only you can throw my dudes.
So, do you want to get a foundry or a, which will give us turrets, or do you want the thing that gives us orbital strikes?
I'm not sure how useful orbital strikes are in this game.
They're pretty good. I think the turrets are a little bit better personally, but they're
Yeah,
good.
let's go with the tarantula turrets then. I like those.
Okay, the foundry is over on the left, so we should head off there. The stars on the map are the new supply points we can take, which determine where we'll run back to, obviously, so they're good to take as soon as possible. The game does rate us on how fast we go, but who gives a shit? Rankings are dumb. Ah! They got jump boys! Martellus is our friendly tech marine.
Drag out.
Is it you in that building?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just making sure before I fucking blew it up.
Yeah, no, it's no voice.
I had to retreat my sniper squad, the scouts, because they were just getting a little messed up trying to advance the position. The force commander's taking the area in the middle.
I need to unload. Yeah, I need to unload my devastators. One thing I am glad we got correct about Space Marines is just constantly using the word brother.
They don't use names.
Yo,
bro, what up?
Drag out.
I tossed a demolition charge in there.
That'll do it. Take the support items. You take the, yeah, we have the.
Yep. Alright, force commander's gonna go over here.
Is there a way to, like, change my camera?
In what way?
Can I rotate the camera, or do I just...
I don't think so. I think it's locked.
Alright.
You might be able to rotate it, but I'm not sure. We'll look into it later after this.
Oh, right. These are... okay, right.
Brothers, make ready. Repositioning.
It is also worth routing every enemy you can find, because you do get experience based on murder.
Sure.
Demolition charge in.
Alright. Thank you. Oh, there's a...
You got some assault orcs in the midst of you.
Yeah, my devastators are... Oh, the green thing is the fort, right?
The big thing in the middle that's like yellow around is the forge.
Yeah, he's got a green icon. Frag out.
I won't do it.
Get in the building.
Mantle of the Great Father. Excellent.
New orders for us. Take that strategic point.
Yeah, take that strategic point, bitch.
Command.
Normally at all major points there will be a number of these crates that have supply item increases, so feel free to use them pretty frequently.
With this foundry in our hands, we can redeploy more quickly. Its beacon also allows for healing and reinforcement. Field generators are deploying now, Commander. Additional generators will not be available until your next deployment.
Our weapons are ready.
So yeah, that's the reason why they make it so, oh no, you can't take multiple things. Oh no! These jump orcs. Japorks.
Jorks.
Yeah, damn jorts being the new style these days.
New orders for us.
Hey, you think you got more DACA? You don't even know what DACA is, bitch.
You have considerably less DACA, motherfucker.
With me. Tactical Marines ready. This way, brothers.
Those are orcs.
Yep. There are not any people in this map as far as I'm aware, other than us.
Mark target destroyed. There has been a reckoning. Destroy them.
You can also tell any orc-infested buildings on the map by there being a like a red mark there.
Yeah.
We should take all of them just because of the experience.
Sure. Oh, that's a thing.
I think literally everyone is better at the than the Force Commander at taking out buildings. He's one of the best, if not the best, against infantry, but against buildings,
Yeah, because he's got a real strong anti-infantry weapon. So we want to go around and get all the command points done?
Yeah, the command points and like just any red marks on the map when blow up.
Sure. I'm gonna throw my devastators in that horde. In that horde? I'm gonna throw my devastators in that horde.
Devastator in that hurt.
Wow. Okay. Right. It's a demo charge.
Yeah. It's made to do that.
God, it's so much fire.
Yeah, I fucking love it. This is what 40k is about, motherfucker.
Frag out.
Nuts to yours!
Nuts to you.
Hey, a mindful nut to you.
Also, does one of your scouts have a heavy bolter?
Repositioning.
No, they have regular bolters.
Okay, because I saw a heavy bolter amount of bullets coming out of them. All right, that's.
Bolters fire pretty fast still.
Well, I mean, I had the tracers and shit. All right, I'm getting in a hut.
Oh, the tracer look can show up from suppressing fire, which they can still do.
Ah, okay.
Get back!
Ah, guy's getting away. Boy.
Yeah, he's toast.
Ow.
He's gone.
Your command. This way.
Oh, whatever. There's assault boys over here. I'm gonna go break down some buildings with Cyrus.
I'm gonna shoot these assault boys.
They really like the nuts to you.
Balls to that. Heavy mantle acquired, baby.
Hey, baby.
Brothers, fire.
I forgot how many times I say the word brothers.
We have additional field generators.
It's just two brothers.
Until the next deployment to secure another strategic
But there's not enough Jan Michael Vincents per quadrant.
This way, brothers.
Okay, this is low enough. I don't even want to bother exploding it.
I exploded it.
Oh, good enough. Nuts to yous.
Alright, my devastators are not fast enough to keep up with this.
Nope. There's more down. Yeah, if you see the guy with the yellow over them, between them taking reduced damage because they're retreating, as well as the fact that, you know, it's just someone running at high speed, it's really hard to kill them.
Yeah.
Alright, so we can't actually take this, obviously, because we don't have the field.
We're out of generators.
Yeah, we're definitely low on our generators of this incredibly large war organization.
Like, I don't know. There's a tyrannic war happening, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, don't worry about that. That certainly won't be relevant in our lives.
There was one tyrannic, but man, that second tyrannic war. What could happen next?
So there is a building in this fight area. So you can probably put your devastators there. That's probably what I'd suggest.
That's what I'm gonna do. I can just forget about that.
Yeah, and once we approach the shiny spot, we'll have a large boy to contend with.
Yes.
I'm coming down on this, but you'll always be beneath me feet. Move in for the kill.
Alright,
Your devastators are a little out of range, I guess, so you can take your devastators out of there because they're a little bit out of range.
Yeah, I'm gonna just throw them behind the wall.
Oop. Oop, oop. Cyrus, get out of there.
Oh.
So yeah, you gotta see where he goes. There are like target AoEs.
Drag out.
I love quirks. Wow.
Drag out. Oh, you threw a demo charge at him.
I'll go shit. You're gonna need to move your boys. He's jumping right on Tarkus. Or yeah, Tarkus.
Alright, throw my dudes back in the... So much wog.
Oh fuck.
Enemy bombs. Did you just kill your dude?
Maybe.
Hold on, I got you. I got you, fam.
I may have accidentally had him charge directly onto the location of a demo charge.
Uh-oh. Unload. Oh, that boy's gone. So it turns out that in this fight, yeah, staying in a building was not a smart plan. I did not account for how many times you could, out! Get out! Get out!
Alright, we good.
Furious absolution.
Just as planned.
Fast and dangerous!
Yeah, for the Emperor!
Another greenskin dead.
I don't even know what the
Greenskin dead.
What even is the Blood Raven's cry? I don't even know.
Fucking knows.
This victory will long be remembered in the halls of glory.
Zeal and fury are rewarded with victory. Shitty scout armor that I'll never use.
Nice. Well, oh yeah, because you have the better.
Yeah, that was my fault. I shouldn't have gotten that resilience one. That was entirely my bad.
Hey,
You get a little bit
level
extra
up.
experience, but like it's all. Even if you're gonna go slow, it's always worth taking fury because like you're getting experience from every
Well
kill plus
done,
the bonus
Commander.
experience at the end.
We will find who is strengthening this orc
Warcry,
horde yet.
knowledge is power,
I am
guarded
deploying
well,
a team
and
to
none
search
shall
the
find
orc
us wanting.
remains for clues as to who is
Which I'm
agitating.
gonna say is not none of those are good war
That's
crimes.
pretty good. I like none shall find us wanting.
No, we have lost
I
all
guess.
Oh man, there's a
What could possibly
Mark
take out the communications
5
network
power
of an
armor
entire sector in
PC.
a few days?
We will have to investigate, but the defense of Calderis must come first. Commander, deploy to the surface as soon as your squads are ready.
Alright, well, we'll get to